Hey, what's going on everybody? Paul Tech here, and in today's video, I want to talk to you a little bit about the LG Stylo 2 Plus. So you might be watching this video, doing some research, still considering picking this device up, or you might already own the LG Stylo 2 Plus. Well, I've owned this device now for about 6.5 months now, and I gotta say, this device is running just as smooth as the day I took it out of that box right there. Now, let's go ahead and talk a little bit about the device here. Now, it has that fingerprint scanner. That is a great security feature there. And how good is the fingerprint scanner 6 months later? Well, it's actually pretty good. It hasn't slowed down. I have no glitches with it whatsoever. It's actually very accurate. It's not going to be the fastest, and I said that in my initial review, but as you can see there, it's pretty fast for the most part, and very accurate. Go ahead and talk about this display here. 720p display, yes. It's not the 1080p display that most people want, but this is a very nice 1080p display. So if you're watching Netflix, if you jump to YouTube, you're going to be able to watch your YouTube videos at 720p, 60 frames per second on this big display. Looks nice. I mean, I have no issues with it. Viewing angles are going to look good on pretty much anything you watch on this. Playing games, the display is just going to look really nice. So very nice looking display, no screen bleeding or anything like that 6 months later. No issues whatsoever. Display still looks great. I've dropped this device actually a couple times and it's actually withstood very well, and no cracks or anything like that. So it has a really nice display, really nice build quality too. I think this device here, in my opinion, it's actually just the right size. It's not too big, it's not too heavy, it's not too light. It has a very good balance to it, and it does fit good in your hand for a 5.7-inch display here. Now this device has a 1.4 gigahertz octa-core processor, 16 gigabytes of ROM, and 2 gigabytes of RAM. Basically, whatever you throw at this device, it's going to be able to handle it. Mine has been able to handle basically any game off the Google Play Store pretty much with no problem. Now, I know a lot of people were saying, oh, there's no gyroscope on this device. You know, yes, there is no gyroscope on this device. For me, that's not a deal breaker because I don't do a lot of VR and I really don't watch a whole lot of 360 videos. So for me personally, it's not a deal breaker to not have the gyro sensor, the gyroscope on this device. But like I was saying, pretty much any game you throw at this device, it's going to be able to handle it, and it's going to be able to handle it with no problem. Haven't experienced any overheating issues with this device. The camera, 13 megapixel autofocus rear camera. You got a 5 megapixel front facing camera in the front. They look good. They produce some nice images. I have no issues 6 months later with the camera whatsoever. And like I said, I've actually dropped this device a couple times and the camera isn't cracked or anything like that whatsoever. You get a 2900 milliamp removable battery on this device. So that's something I always look for when I'm considering buying or purchasing a phone to use as my daily driver. Does it have a removable back? And can I buy some spare batteries to swap them out at any point in time? So this device has that going for it. It has a 2900 milliamp removable battery, and I get all day battery life on this. I get about 6 hours of screen on time, and I'm a very heavy user, but I can last through the whole day off a single charge of this battery here on the LG Stylo 2 Plus. And another great feature with this device is going to be the stylus. So you are getting a, let me clear that out there, you are getting the stylus with this, which is a great tool to have. It has a lot of functions with it. Go ahead and click here. You get Pop Memo, Capture Plus, Pop Scanner, Quick Memo. You can assign certain applications. So when you pull out your pen, they pop up. You get Screen Off Memo, so your display can be off, and then you can write notes on it. So it's a great tool to have. I mean, maybe you don't want to touch the display with your hands. They're oily, they're greasy. You can use your stylus here, and you don't have to worry about that whatsoever. So this is a great feature. And how has the stylus held up after 6 months later? It's actually held up very well. It hasn't broke, it hasn't chipped. The tip still looks good. So yeah, 6 months later, the stylus, even the stylus is looking just as good as the day I purchased this device here. And moving on from there, this device should also receive, let's go ahead and go into settings here. So right now I am, let's see here, whoops, let's go right there. And let's go into general. And not to mention all the features this device has in the settings. I mean, you can watch my full review. I basically go over all the features this device has. This device has NFC, so you can use Android Pay. So there's a lot of great features, a lot of great ways you can customize this device as well. And let's go ahead and move on. Oh, before I forget, let's go to home screen here. Now, I am using right now the Google Now launcher. I've also downloaded the Pixel launcher because this device does not come with an app drawer. So there are a lot of nice launchers out there that you can use, and I'll go ahead and show you here. You know, this is how mine looks, and I've actually customized my LG Stylo 2 Plus here with these icons, so it looks, you know, how I want it to look. That's a great thing about Android as well. And this is the app drawer that I have on the Google Now launcher. All right, let's go ahead and jump back into settings here, and let's go ahead and go to general, and let's go to about phone here. Software info, and this device is rocking Android 6.0.1 Marshmallow, and this should be getting Android 7.0 Nougat very soon. So you should be getting that soon. But right now it is on Marshmallow, but we are expecting the Android 7.0 Nougat update. Now, before I forget, this device also has dual window, so you're going to be able to run two applications at the same time. So this is a feature that not all devices have, and a lot of devices that don't have this, people are waiting for the Android 7.0 Nougat to get to their device so they can actually have this feature here. So this is a feature that is already on the LG Stylo 2 Plus that you don't have to wait for the 7.0 Nougat update, because you already got the dual window mode there, and it actually works really well, and I think it actually works better than the one that is going to come with the Android 7.0 Nougat update, because you get a little bit more added features here. That's just my personal opinion. I honestly like this better, this dual window mode, better than the Nougat one. But that is just me. But yeah, that is just a quick update on the LG Stylo 2 Plus. 6 months later, it's still running like a champ. No issues, no problems with it whatsoever. And do I still recommend this device 6 months later? Yes, I definitely recommend this device. Now, I know we have the LG Stylo 3 coming out, and I'm not sure of all the specifications on that device. So I might tell you, you might want to hold off and go for the LG Stylo 3. But at the same time, if you really are in need of a device and this is one that you're considering, hey, this is a good option still. Okay, and I know there's a lot of people that own this device that aren't going to update to the LG Stylo 3, because this device basically has a lot of the features that the LG Stylo 3 is going to have. Again, I don't know the full specifications. You know, we won't know until it's actually launched, but you know, I definitely still recommend the LG Stylo 2 Plus. I think it's a great device, and it's a great option that is available on Metro PCS, T-Mobile. And yeah, so that was just an update on my device here. Hopefully you guys did enjoy it. If you did, please hit that thumbs up button, and please subscribe for more future videos. This is Paul Tech, and I will talk to you on the next one. Bye.